But the long-term objective of the crypto billionaire bros is to create a new currency, and cryptocurrency literally means hidden money. And if it ever becomes a currency, it says our regular stocks and bonds can be put on blockchain and have no regulation from the SEC. It is a dagger at the $100 trillion capital markets that we have that finance. Last week, we had Police Week. This week, the Republicans show us that they support crime in the streets. The effect of this bill short term will be to disempower the most effective investor protection crime investigation organization in the world, the SEC. But the long-term objective of the crypto billionaire bros is to create a new currency, and they've named it well. Cryptocurrency literally means hidden money. And if it ever becomes a currency, it means that we will not be able to enforce our tax laws except on wage earners. And we will not be able to enforce our laws against child traffickers, drug dealers, and those who violate our sanctions. Now, the crypto bros have a lot of money. They make money by literally making money. They spread it around all Washington. They had Sam Bankman-Fried do it. Now he's in jail. Others have stepped forward. They've got a PR campaign. The Lakers don't play at enforced tax laws arena. They don't play at an arena dedicated to law enforcement. They play at crypto.com arena. But in spite of all that money and power, 3/4 of Democrats voted no on this bill when it was before our committee. There are those who say they want clarity. We have the clarity. The SEC has jurisdiction. What they really want is a patina of regulation, as little regulation as possible to claim to be regulated. Now, this bill would be bad enough if we were dealing with the original statute. And I know a lot of my colleagues have had meetings in their offices and they were told about this bill weeks ago, months ago. Some are leaning toward voting for it because they don't know that they dropped a new title in the bill just a few weeks ago. What does that new title do? Does it prohibit secret wallets, self-custody wallets? No. Does it outlaw the mixers that have as their sole purpose to mix up law enforcement? No. What does this new title do? It defines an investment contract in a new way, designed to make this bill not just applicable to crypto, but it says our regular stocks and bonds can be put on blockchain and have no regulation from the SEC. It is a dagger at the $100 trillion capital markets that we have that finance our whole economy. It doesn't just say, well, you're moving from SEC's tough regulation to the CFTC's weak regulation. It allows crypto to get no regulation by defining themselves as an investment contract. So this is a bill that will gut regulation of crypto and may gut regulation of all of our capital markets. But it goes beyond that. Its ultimate purpose is to move forward with this cryptocurrency project. Now, right now, crypto is not a currency. There are very few purchases of goods with crypto. You can't buy a sandwich. But if crypto becomes a currency, but the very few times, as Mr. Kasten pointed out, that crypto is used as a means of exchange, it's used by the worst criminals in the world. But if crypto does become a currency, then we will not be able to enforce our other laws. Now, we have to understand, every time a billionaire cheats on his taxes, a member of the Freedom Caucus earns his wings. The patriotic anarchists come forward and they say, we want a strong America and we want to destroy the power of the American government. You can't have it both ways. This is a bill that in the short term means no regulation for crypto. Not just lighter regulation under the CFTC, but no regulation under their new title. It is a bill that could gut all securities regulation for the stocks and bonds that power the American economy. And then longer term, it creates a competitor to the U.S. dollar, which has one advantage. It's right in the name: hidden money. Hide your money from the IRS, from our sanctions enforcers, from everyone involved in the U.S. government. And then finally, crypto declares that it wants to partially displace the U.S. dollar as a reserve currency. If it's successful in that,
it will 30 additional seconds.
The gentleman's recognized.
You have to understand how important it is. We, frankly, are not fiscally responsible in this House. We don't collect near as much taxes as we spend in benefits. We're able to do that without too much harm because of the role of the U.S. dollar as a reserve currency. We have fiscal policies that would make Argentina blush, but we're able to do it. The crypto bros see the incredible amount of money and power the U.S. government has by being the world's reserve currency, and they say no, they want to appropriate them from themselves. I yield back.